Hey guys, KnightSeeker here, and welcome back to another video on Cardfight area. We're another video on deck build. And what's this video about? Well, series? I should need now really officially call this series, or this little series called, or I don't know if it's a little series because there's more cards ever gonna come out. Probably every time this gets updated. But yeah, I probably may have to call this Cardfight area deck build. Probably that. But yeah, what is this about this? Well, basically, whenever new cards are getting introduced in area, basically, well, when no one has all the cards yet, or really no much deck pro has been made, I usually just build the decks, in area, see what most likely cards are going to be in there, basically around the certain boss unit, and see how most likely people are going to start the build, experiment with it. So yeah, so you could try out the deck I made, so see how it is. See what you think it could be improved with. After all, I'm not a professional deck build, but I do the best I can. You see, so far, the updates we've been seeing, we saw one for Dark Irregulars in the Grade 3, which is him. So he's basically now in the game, well, in area. And for Pale Moon is our lovely new waifu. Well, the same waifu, but just now a evolved version. But yeah. Here you go. Oh, sorry. Okay then. But yeah, really, if you do enjoy, Cardfight area deck builds, then do be sure to hit the subscribe button. Do ring the bell, like the video if you do just generally enjoy them, and again, I'm always just trying to experiment, with the different video ideas. Well, actually, what video concept is okay. What people do enjoy, what clans usually people just will tend to gravitate towards. I know that the bigger Cardfight YouTubers, they generally will cover any card, no matter the clans that people will just generally dislike. But hey, sometimes you just have to do it. But I know sometimes people just don't like it, and they just want videos like this not dedicated, a video for them. Well, video Bermuda Triangles, obviously. But yeah, for this really deck build, we're just gonna do with the, pretty much the most lovely addition to the Pale Moon Circus, and the most thickest of all thickest, I believe. Well, actually, I don't know. Is she? Hold up, let me see. I'm just gonna check his eye on Neonectar. Where Neon? There. Neonectar. Okay. That's this size. And for our lovely Lugier, for Varys Lugier, she's thicker. She's the thickest, okay? Probably maybe because she's closer, but who knows? Maybe she's just more thicker in this. But yeah, the thickness is here. So yeah, we're gonna make a deck build on the newest Silver Thorn, well, in Standard. Silver Thorn Dragon Empress Varys Lugier. So yeah, first up we gotta make the new deck, obviously. So recently I am been seeing how these are supposed to generally go, and I do agree what's the idea. It's since how let's go over her effect is. Let's just go over the effect. She both of her effects are Vanguard skills, so you basically she needs to be your right target, okay? So yeah, here it is. For continuous, basically whenever this effect either goes off or the requirements are met, this skill is always going to stay in effect until the end of that turn. aka really your turn. So really for this one, it's during our turn. If all of your front row circles have units, aka basically we throughout the whole front row, then all of our front row units, including the Vanguard, which since it does count as a unit in the front row, they gain +5. So generally, it becomes a little bit more easier to hit over pretty much defensive triggers, depending on what kind of attacks you're putting on. So yeah, it's easier to get through defensive triggers, no problem, if with Axel circles and all that. So ever since when Axel 2 was first introduced, basically that's when almost every Axel clan has been going for, just Axel 2. Because the drawing is just so valuable. There hasn't been much XL1 in a lot of those clans, but who knows? Maybe we'll finally get a clan that can draw WoW on its own without the need of XL2. Huh. Unless it depends on the playstyle. But yeah. So yeah. Her second effect, which is inactive, is a once per turn as well. Cost. Counterblast 1, discard a card from your hand. So yeah. You just basically pay out 2 kind of resources. Your Counterblast and 1 card in your hand. Call any number of cards with silver forms in their card name. Basically that means you can call the same card, like 2 of the same cards. But just be careful, as sometimes if you're gonna plan on putting the other silver forms that require at least a certain number with different names of silver forms, then that can mess it up if you're not careful. So do pay attention, okay? And also, this is restricted to only silver forms, which means that really you had to really build a pure silver form deck if you want to get the most bang out of your buck with this thick waifu of the Pale Moon Circus. Okay, and so yeah, to the front, yeah, but it says from your soul to the front row. So really, if you've been soul charging a lot or just getting your soul packed, then yeah, you can make use of it. Only the front row. So yeah, generally you can't really spread them out like the last year, which is getting everyone out of there. But then again, her effect she is a combination of the original Lugier and Dora. Why I say that? You see, if you read the second part of the effect, is that at the end of that turn, basically when your turn comes to an end, you can decide to use the cost of, if you have 4 or more rear guards in your rear guard circles, basically that, and put them all rear guards into your soul, if you wish to do that as well. You gain an imaginary gift XL. Basically, if let's say at the end of the turn you did everything and you're against like a deck like, I don't know, Soren? Yeah, I think it's Soren, the Dragon Blade Soren, I believe, that can just wipe your whole field after your turn. Well, with this Vanguard, with this Lugier, you can just bring them back in to safety. Not only and that, you can also get another XL marker, which most likely will be 2, which will proc the XL2 when being activated to let you draw another card. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, it's really a combination of the original Lugier, only restricted to the front row, and the return effect of the restricted Dora and premium. Sorry. But yeah, so really, we'll go with 4 copies of obviously her, and 4 copies of the original, since she is still a good attacker. Okay, it's because her effect, really her continuance, is really good on rear guard as well. Sometimes you may use her as a backup just in case you don't get the main right target, but her is okay. And because whenever she's during your turn, if you ever call 2 or more units or cards from your soul this turn, including herself, since she is a called unit, this unit gets a +10. Basically, if you get everything all nice and comboed, you could just basically leave the base Lugier in the soul, have an effect that can bring her out during battle, and bam, you just basically have pretty much, I would say, 2 more attacks if you have those effects, but who knows. But again, her effect is still pretty good, just for last ditch effort, okay? But yeah, let's also think about the front row. Let's think about the starter units. Obviously we need we need this starter unit since it is a silver 4, and also find any possible silver 4 cards in here, just in case, so you don't miss them. Obviously there's this, and well, unfortunately there's still no what else? What I was trying to say? Sadly there's still no of the other critical silver forms and all that. So this can be worked. Again, it is a silver form, so basically put almost every silver form that you can. And the rest should be this and this. So yeah, it'll be, in a way, you've seen 4 crits, 4 draws, 4 heals, 4 fronts. So it's basically an even spread. But again, we need silver forms in the name. So basically, these two are already good. These two, sure, they don't have silver form in the name, but they're still triggers, and triggers are never to be meant to be ignored. Okay. Okay. Now let's see. Let's see. We want to work on our grade 1, or do we want to work on our grade 2 first? To see what we need to work on. I would say maybe working on the grade 1 can help because it'll be sometimes our main forces. So let's see what we need to do. What else? Oh yeah, if you don't know, if you kind of forgot what the silver forms do again, if you have not paid attention or you just generally forgot what they mainly do, well then don't worry, I'll explain what each of these effects will do. And you know what, I'm going to try a little bit more effort with the editing. Well, yes, I'll put the cart image, it's probably somewhere right around the left side, like it comes out of it. And then I'll have the effect just pop in just for an easy look, just a much better look on it. So you don't have much trouble you don't have much trouble just at least picturing it. But yeah, here it is. Let's go. We'll have me a playset of this silver form, which is pretty good. This is called Silver Form Assistant Arisa, or I don't know how you say the name. I'm bad with names sometimes. But yeah, I'll add for her. Why? Because her effect does say it's at when placed from hand, so obviously you can't use that. So sadly, I think it's during the time when cards in Standard, it says when cards are placed from hand. So that's when before I think we've been getting cards that says when placed recently. So yeah, this was during like I think the early stage, either early to mid stage of, I would say, Standard. It says when placed in hand, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Then, put a card from among them into your soul, and put the other among them to the bottom of your deck. So basically, if I remember, her original does the same thing? Yeah, I believe so, that's what it does. It's just basically a filter. So basically, the more you put down from your hand of her, the more you can just filter out your deck. Sometimes you may get occasionally just 2 triggers and like, man. Sometimes you gotta value which trigger will be more important later on. You want this little front, or do you want the critical? Depends on what you like. Unless you're gonna plan on having multi attacks, then probably have the front there. But unless you don't have much attacks and you just want these attacks to just hit and hard, probably crits back in. And that's also if your front row power-ups are alright. Alright, next thing. What else? Oh, right, Silver Form Dragon. Breeding Dragon. His effect is really good. It's really good. This effect doesn't encounter. Oh yeah, I forgot to say. This one does not cause counterblast, and what else? This only costs a counterblast, and what else? This also costs only 2 counterblasts, but she's not gonna really be main Vanguard instead of the 2. So yeah. Another Silver Form card is that I feel like I say maybe actually a good thing to put back in. Well, the first time around, since it was too kind of tight or too counterblast heavy, which is Silver Form Breeding Dragon. What his effect does? Well, on rearguard, at the end of the battle, it boosted if your soul has 4 or more cards with Silver Forms in their different card name. That's also what I mentioned earlier in the video. Is that you gotta be careful. Is that if you accidentally mess up the set number or the naming arrangement or the different names, then this effect will not go off. Okay, so that's why I say make sure you have enough copies in the soul, so at least you have the 4 different names, and you have the well, actually, you still have enough of the different names, and also the 4 of them limits as well. But yeah, here it is what its cost says. Card must 1, and put a rear guard with Silver Form in its card name that this unit boosted, aka Breeding Dragon, aka the Breeding Dragon that boosted, to the soul. Call a card with Silver Form in its card name from your soul to rear guard. So really, that's what I'm saying about before. How I said you could just leave 2 Lucky Years into the soul if you have 2 of these If you have 2 of these Breeding Dragons, well then, you can just boost, bam, bam. If they do not hit, that's fine. You can just bring those 2 units back in, bring out the 2 Lugiers, and another 2 attacks are ready to go. Already powered up. And not only that, along with their 10k, but the plus 5k as well, along with Varys Lukier's effect. Well, continuous Vanguard effect. So it's really good. Let's see. Ooh, that's right. I forgot about this unit. Let's see. There's more Silver Thorns to work with, but just to be sure. Yeah, but there's also this one. This card is called Silver Thorn Hanging Grip Linea. Is that when it attacks or boosts, Soul Charge 1. This card and this unit gains plus 5k. Basically, it's another additional 5-point power up. Or you could put it in the front row if you like. And in that, who knows, she could fill out that last potential 5k to either make your opponent, depending on her, let's say, we include her XL2, the plus 5 from the front row of the Vanguard, and her own plus 5, that's a potential plus 15 on her own, making it 23. Gain over the defensive force clan mark. Or easy gain over a defensive trigger force clan. So yeah. And also soul turning is good because you need as much soul as you can get. And just bringing them back in, bringing them out. And there's also this Silver Thorn. There's Silver Thorn Constructor. Romian? Not sure how you say it. But active. It says cause, rest this unit, and put it to the soul. Okay? Look at the top 3 of your deck. And put any number of cards with Silver Thorn in their card name from among them into the soul. And put the rest in the bottom of your deck. So yeah, basically, you just put any non-trigger Silver Thorns into the soul. Put any triggers to the bottom. So yeah, that's another good filtering in a way. So, and again, if you preparize, you get everything ready to go, then you can just basically, before you use your Vanguard's effect, you can just basically, in a way, say, use her effect first, then put her to soul, then if you have any Silver Thorn, any Breeding Dragon, then, sorry. I haven't drank much water, so sorry about that. Sorry, you hear that? But yes, that's how it is. Let's see. But yeah, you can just basically bring only the Breeding Dragons out, bring them back into the back row for safety, or just for boost. Then you just only have to call out 2 cards from your hand. That's really it. So it's really not much resource wasted at all. If you could just plan everything up, like how a circuit is, you just set the stage. And I can't wait to have the stage itself be nice. Let's see. We only have 8, and we want to think of going for 14, just for at least good boosters. So, let's see. We can just play 3 of this, and that'll be 11, and then 3 of these. But who knows? Again, this is still experimental. We're still seeing, like, what's the potential idea that mainly anyone that's not good in deck building gets an idea of like, when they're building this deck, okay? So, again, if you do wish to see, like, what could have been more different, do leave in the comments below, okay? So let's see. Let's be sure. It's 8, 11, 14. Okay. Now, so probably our grade 2 lined up. Again, we could just probably change it later. So here's what we got. For Silver Thorns, we got Silver Thorn Acrobat Leonor. When plays, has the rear guard effect. Though I don't know if I may do it for each one of them, but hey, if I'm gonna show off each card, well then I better put in the effort then. But yeah, her effect is when plays, cause if your soul has 1 or more, if your soul has soul blast all your cards, and then this unit gets plus 15. Yeah, from reading just that alone, you can tell that it's not a good unit. Just not a good unit at all. Unless you're going for a build that has, I would say, end of stage. probably his effect, because it does require him to have no soul for some of his effect to go off. Let's see, but yeah, it says from writing a great freeze, so what's all your cards, and then I know there was a way of standing. Cost boost 2 card into your soul. So yeah, I remember there was a way. There was something about. I know there was something about like soul blasting. There was something. I'm trying to remember. Who knows? I'll figure out something. And we'll have our next Silver Form is Silver Form Beast Tamer, Cynthia. Her effect is on auto, the Guardian Circle, basically when you're guarding. When placed, put this unit into your soul, and if your soul has 4 or more cards with Silver Form in their card name, one of your units gets plus 15 until the end of that battle. So basically, you're treating this as a 15k shield. So yeah, I mean, it's good in a way, but I mean, it's only good for the Guardian Circle. And plus, when you do call her out, she doesn't have much power on her own. So this effect may not be as good. Next Silver Form we got Silver Form Diva, Sylvana. Sylvana is like I think that's how you say the name. Well, to me. Auto, Vanguard, and Regard effect. When placed, counterblast 1. Choose up to 2 cards with Silver Form in their card name, not named Sylvana. From your soul, call them to rear guard. So, in case you did not have like, or you're kind of running low on counterblast, or really something. I mean, she is good, but I am thinking about it. It does seem like I am thinking about it. Maybe this unit is not bad at all, because who knows? She's probably like, you could treat her as a way as like a. As I'm looking at, I can look back on it. She's probably pretty much a good Silver Form, I would say, as you can just treat her as one of the free requirements. Like, she already fills up one of the spots, so you don't need to worry about the really the 4th. You just need to get at least 3 more in there. So that's really it. She just fills up one of the spots. As for Diva, while her effect is good, there's a reason why I think she's not played. We have these lovely women that can just bring out everyone on the stage without much problem at all. Yeah. Oh yeah, but obviously we'll go free of her just for this. And the next Silver Form we got is Silver Form Mariette Lillian. And I believe she's really good. She's really good for when the original Silver Form lineup came out. Her effect is stated. Auto. When Vanguard and Rearguard, when placed from hand, cost counterblast 1. Search your deck up to 1 card with Silver Form in its card name, put it into your soul, and shuffle your deck. That's it. It's simple, yes, but free search and a free filter? That is great, because you can just pick whatever Silver Form you like that you want out in the field before your big plays, get them in there. Not only that, you have 1 card less in your deck. Sure, you may deck out if you're not careful or the game gets too long, but free filtering is always good. Sorry. And also, her attacking is really nice, as along with the +5 of the Axel and +5 of the Vanguard, her second effect is auto on rearguard only when it attacks a Vanguard. If your soul has 4 or more Silver Form with Silver Form in their different card names, I will just call this the I don't know how I call this. I might have to call this out every time just for the sake of it. For clarification. It says this unit gains +10 until the end of that battle. So really, when she attacks, she's basically getting a 20k boost just by herself if the requirements like I said earlier were met. And who knows, you could just use her as a boost for the dragon. For breeding dragon, you could bring her out, pop her again, and ready to fire again. Ready to attack one more time. So yeah, 4 of her is really great. And then we have basically what could be the greatest, basically a simple but yet a very powerful, a really good, I wouldn't say powerful, but really good Silverthorn card. Silverthorn Rising Dragon. If I remember, in the original, he's a 12k hitter, if I were to say correctly. Not sure. And then Lillian was a 10k vanilla. So yeah, in the original. So here it is. He has a good effect. Continuous. Basically, when this condition is met, this will not activate again until your next turn. So yeah, if 2 or more cards from your soul, if you call 2 or more cards from your soul this turn, this unit gets plus 10. Simple? It's very simple? Yes. But let me tell you, it's just so powerful. Because you get 4 of these guys out there in the front row, especially on the Axel circles. Oh my jeez, you will not believe they can just gain they gain already a 20k boost. So yeah, that's pretty much, your opponent has to deal with that 20k boost from potentially 4 of these guys at this in a row. Seriously, who knows, they might have enough cards in hand. Not even a 15k can protect them, even if they're a Force Clan. So they gotta potentially drop a heal trigger, or just a total of 20k shields, just to guard one of these guys, if they're already at 5th damage. So yeah, it's really just it's really great. So yeah, basically just add 4 of these guys. Alright then. Real good. And for Grave Freeze, obviously we already know, you basically want 4 places of the Ferris Lugier and Lugier, base Lugier really. Because they're basically the Pale Moon waifu, okay? And I think every clan has their own waifu. Neonectar, it's Asha. And I'm trying to remember. I know there's like in every clan, but yeah, I do know. Grand Blue is obviously Night Rose because she is lovely. And I know she's gonna come out soon because Harry came out first. But it's only because the cards were introduced that way. He was first as well. He was first introduced, then also like the Ferris Lugier and Sartre. I don't know how you say his name. I don't know how you do it, but who cares? But don't worry, each of their decks are going to get their own introduction. Basically, Dark Irregulars, which pretty much my first Dark Irregular video that I ever got on this channel. I never really covered them. I mean, I'm trying to remember. Did I really cover them? If not, then oh my, I didn't really cover them at all. And then we'll come back to probably Pale Moons for Harry, because a lot of the Magia dolls are really interesting, and also Stage. I still don't know how that would work. Like, do you just add all the Axel circles all together and they just all the powers just combine? I believe that's how it is. Though I can't. I might have to keep a close eye on the when cards are getting revealed, because that's how I sometimes don't know like which clan has it, because I just don't pay attention enough. But yeah, 4 of these for Ferris Lugier, which will be your main ride target, your target ride. And your backup, if you don't get her, is normal Lugier, which is still fine. It's still fine. And what else? Oh yeah, that should be all it. So yeah, let's just start. Let's go over one more time, so we should be all good and understanding. So again, as always, the whole completed deck should be appearing in the big empty space, which you may not see because it might be on top of this whole video. So yeah, for our Grade 0 lineup, we got Silverthorn Assistant Lorna, basically our starter unit, the 4-drop PGs, because why not? And who knows, sure, if you're not going to use them as PGs, well then just get a draw. I mean, it's not that bad. We have 4 Dynamite Jugglers, 4 Silverthorn Barking Dragon, and 4 Silverthorn Beast Tamer Safe. So basically, it's our 4 draws, 4 heals, 4 crits, 4 fronts. So yeah, who knows, maybe the front may come in extra handy. But because of that, but only because he's a Silverthorn, it's the reason why he's in there, okay? And then for our grade 1s, we got 4 of Silverthorn Assistant Lernia. We got 3 Silver Form Conjurer, Romy, 3 Silver Form Handy Grip, Linnea, and 4 Silver Form Breathing Dragon. And then for our Grade 2 lineup, we have 4 Silver Form Beast Tamers, Syndria, as I believe how it says, 4 Silver Form Marionette. Yeah, I think that's like Marionette. Yeah, that's Marionette. Lillian, and then 4 copies of Silver Form Rising Dragon. And then finally, and not least, we have the 2 lovely waifus. Basically, they're the same, but they're just one's base and one's the upgraded version. We have 4 copies of the original Silver Form Dragon Tamer, Lukier, and we have 4 copies of her upgraded form, which is Silver Form Dragon Empress, Varys Lukier. And now, let us finish this. Let's be sure. I did remember I did save a Silver Form deck before, so just to be sure we're all good. Yeah, I did save it. So basically, I just had to rename. I had to name the same thing, and it will just override the old deck copy. So yeah, because it was made before, well, before the restriction on Donna. So yeah, just to be sure I'm looking at the name. Silver Form. Yeah. All right then. And now let's save the deck. And alright then. Just to be sure we're all good. And yeah, we're all good. Alright then. And that should be it for our Cardfight area deck build. Thank you for watching this video. And just to be sure you did make it to the end of the video, I would want to give you a question. Can you list me your favorite clan and what is their waifu? Okay? If you can answer me that fully, that shows that you have made it to the end of this video, okay? So yeah, until then, later fellow seekers, and have a wonderful day.